Yeah, 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 yeah. I was sleeping, had to wake up. Why? Every reason I can think of. God, till the day I keep the ink up. And my priority.
What's up, early risers, all my night owls? This is Adam Strain. Thanks for tapping in. Before we dive in, just a quick heads up. This is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing here is meant to be taken as fact. It's just perspective, just vibes. As I always say, do your own research so you have no one else to blame. Some of the content might be a little bit triggering, probably not, but just in case, I'm issuing this trigger warning. And either way, I'm glad you're here. My goal with this channel is simple: to create a space where ego takes a back seat and our ideas get a chance to breathe. So if you're down with that, you're in the right place. Without further ado, welcome to Adam Strain Reacts. Let's get her done.
So I know I haven't done one of these in a few days, but y'all, I had to come out here and talk about this, y'all. Do you guys see this? I think this is the result of that huge plasma burst that came out of the sun just last week. And now, right after a few days, we get hit with some crazy intense high vibrational magnetic energy, and it's affecting the atmosphere, y'all. The atmosphere has changed. Hold on, we'll come back to it. So this was in Nevada just yesterday, y'all. I mean, is that a blue sun? Look at this, right? Okay, there's a sun in the middle over here, but there's a blue sphere around it. Y'all see that, right? And then it looks like there's something pressurizing these clouds or changing the clouds. I don't know, y'all see that? This was in Nevada. What's going on, y'all? It looks like the sky's changing. And then also, this may also be affecting the aurora borealis, y'all. It looks like something is changed. It looks like a lot of things are changing. Check this out, y'all. This is at the Aurora Borealis Observatory in Norway, y'all. What is going on over here? And here go another one over here, y'all. This is in Norway. This is what the Aurora Borealis, I guess, or some new spectacle. What is going on here? Why does it look like, 7 Dragon Balls? Y'all see that? Why does it look like Dragon Balls or like planets or entities? I don't know, y'all. Look at this. And here's that dark banded rainbow charging up our atmosphere. This was in Canada. Look at this, y'all. It looks like another world back there. Y'all see that? It's literally another world on the other side. This video right here was posted by one of the members of the boy band group One Direction, and he never posts any videos, y'all. And he wants to know, what is that? What is that? Look at this, y'all.
What the? There's neon yellow.
Neon yellow? So y'all gotta see, the earth is birthing her new world right now, y'all. That's why we're seeing all these beautiful spectacles, these new colors, these new transitions in the sky, these new,
I have a question. Are we reacting to the change that's happening in the world? Like, let's say the weather and all that. Or is that a consequence of us reacting and us changing, us waking up? Are we creating with our energies? Are we changing the world, or is the world changing us? How do you guys think that cycle works? Because I know we're interconnected, but which one do you think has the most power? What we believe or the world around us?
it's a whole new world birthing, and we're getting a glimpse of it. This right here was high vibrational energy, and because of that, it looks like we're stepping into a new timeline. Y'all feel that, right? So I feel like this is why we've been, feeling tired and sleeping so much, because we're like washing away the old world. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're sleeping away the old new world to wake up into a whole brand new world, right? They say after the rain comes the sun, right? So it has to rain, and then finally, rain away all the old energies, all the bad things. And finally, the brand new day will come, y'all. This is all esoteric and spiritual. She's washing all the old away, all the bad energy, so she can birth the new. So we're getting a glimpse of it, y'all. This is amazing. This gives me chills, y'all. But yes, y'all feel that? That's why all the pressure, the first eye, again, this is all consciousness evolution. But let me know how you guys are feeling down in the comments below, y'all. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. The ship is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
So this thing was seen in the sky coming down to Earth just the other day or the other night, and I think I might know what it is. Even though it looks like a UFO, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Yeah, because I'm wearing the cheese head, so this guy, has the knowledge of stuff. It appears to be a Chinese rocket that was coming back from taking supplies to their space station. Yeah, the Chinese have a space station. They get one, not just you. And that space station needed supplies, because you know, the DoorDash fee to deliver up there has to be astronomical. So sometimes when you see stuff in the sky, not the weird unexplainable stuff like this, but the things that kind of have a symmetry to them, kind of look man-made, like this, it more than likely is man-made. And this one right here was definitely, more than likely, a Chinese spacecraft.
Look at that design. Doesn't it look like as if it's almost navigating water or like scratching on water? It's very weird. I've seen the same patterns with the SpaceX launches. Even when you know that it's a SpaceX, when you look at it, the way it's happening, it's hard to explain because there's a lot of light. So it's like sometimes it feels like there's a light at the front, as if there would be like a camera or like a, something in the front shining in the back, so that the shot would be good. But I don't really know. It's hard for me to explain this shot. Does anyone know what we're seeing? If it's simply re-entry and all we're seeing is just the pressurized sort of heat and condensation around it? I'm very curious. So if someone knows, please write it down below and let me know. Thank you.
Coming back to Earth. Okay, Booshkies, I just wanted to share that with you. Shabadoo!
So the animals in Yellowstone have been acting weird, migrating in large groups out of the area, like elk, bear, bison, mountain lions, everything. Probably because these animals have magnetite crystals that's on top of their brains. It helps them sense the Earth magnetic fields and aid their navigation. This is what helped them detect when storms and tsunamis and earthquakes happen. This is the normal seismic activity in Yellowstone, what it looked like. As you can see, it is a volcano, so it has little tremors. This was sometime in June, and this is July. You can see absolutely obliterating the chart. So much to the point that now they having mild explosions and creating new underwater geopools. Yes, the thermal pool exploding. The activity is activitying. We ain't learned nothing from Noah's Ark. Pay attention to the animal. They gonna tell you exactly what you need to know. Can't they say something like it'll be like the days of Noah somewhere in the Bible? I'm curious. But y'all better get y'all life right with God. Things is getting crazy. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on what y'all think about the Yellowstone animals acting weird in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. And if you want to learn on how to monetize your content by posting videos similar to this, comment down below hub and I'm sending resources in your DMs. It's getting scary!
It's being reported that scientists have found hidden structures over 3 kilometers under the ice of Antarctica. Yeah, this place, Antarctica, at the bottom of the Earth, or the top if you're upside down. So what could these structures be? Are they from an ancient society? Or maybe an extraterrestrial base? I don't know, but what the scientists found were not fossils. They're not some dormant volcano. And it does appear to be the remnants of a lost society. Maybe Atlantis, or maybe a society we've never heard of. And this story isn't just being reported in one news source. It's being reported all over the place that the scientists used some type of probe to go deep under the ice and see if they could find anything. And yeah, they did. Now, I'm not saying it's a giant ancient pyramid or something. Then again, I'm not saying it isn't. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in this world that we're not told. And Antarctica is one of the most secret places.
Agreed. If well, you guys must know about the Antarctic Treaty, which is one of the only places where there's an agreement where no one will go to colonize or to basically they say that it's only for science, and all the countries are together and they're all in on it and they signed the treaty. It's very interesting. It's one of the only places in the world where people agree, I mean, we have wars all over the place, but somehow there we all agree and we all work together. Very curious.
Places on the Earth for some reason. But let me know what you think. Could some ancient society have lived in Antarctica thousands of years ago? Or possibly, could it be some kind of alien base that we're not being told about? Let me know your opinion in the comment section, Booshkies. Shabadoo.
I need everybody to understand what's really going on, y'all. You see all this damn water? This happened in Silver Spring, Maryland yesterday. And guess what? I was in Silver Spring yesterday. Y'all, I lied to you not. I was getting gas. And it started pouring down raining, y'all. And the alerts started going off on my phone. The flood alerts. Look, y'all, I even took a screenshot just to show y'all. I'm not copping. Y'all, so like I said, when I pulled into the gas station, it had just started raining, y'all. It was only raining for like a minute. But when I tell y'all, the rain started heavy, it started heavy. I had to run inside the gas station to go pay for the gas. When I came back out, I was drenched, y'all. And it was raining so hard, the window wipers couldn't get the damn rain off the window fast enough. So I couldn't move. I was stuck for like 5 minutes until I decided like, hey, I gotta get where I need to go. And the alerts kept popping on my phone. When I drove out the gas station, hit a right into the street, the water was up, jaw, like by my damn door, like the lower part of it. I was like, what the fuck? I ain't never been in no flood situation, y'all. So I was confused, like, what's really going on? And I'm hearing DC just experienced that same shit too. What's going on, y'all? It's not normal.
Those patterns make me think of frequency all the time. It's so repetitive.
That is how it starts. And when it fans out, this is what it looks like. When it fans out more, it turns into that. Look it over here. More. These are so-called contrails, but I like to call them chemtrails.
I have a big announcement to make. My Clear Skies Act has been filed. This is my legislation to ban weather modification and geoengineering of all kinds. Finally, we can really take the fight in Washington to protect our skies, protect our water, protect our atmospheres, and most of all, protect our...
If weather modification wasn't happening, how is it possible that you must pass laws for it? Kind of surprising. Another thing that's surprising about the idea between contrails or chemtrails is when you use the word chemtrails, you see, like let's say on Google, you're going to see all kinds of things telling you debunked, this and that, right? But when you start looking at stratospheric aerosol injections, which would be like the known scientific term, then you find all kinds of researches, all kinds of studies, all kinds of applications, the way they use it in Dubai to make rain, and the way they use it all over the place. So I just find it funny that they don't really admit it, but then again, we're passing all these laws and then we're changing it. So it's, I don't know, I find it kind of contradictory.
families.
The floods are not what y'all think. Listen to me when I say this. This has been going on since the 1830s, y'all. Where, you remember what happened to Lake Lanier, right? And without me saying too much, I want y'all to listen. Do y'all know what happened to Lake Lanier? How there is freaking a whole community up under that lake. Think about it, y'all. Use your heads. Mexico right now, New Mexico right now, y'all, it's freaking flooding. It's literally going through the same thing that Texas went through. I'm talking about water has rose within hours, y'all. When I tell you, this is what they do, this is what they do. Y'all have to freaking be woke. Y'all have to literally use your minds. Now, I be on this internet saying certain stuff because I don't be really wanting to get into it because of the fact that I know when I start really speaking my truth, they find. So I need y'all to listen to my whole talk, okay? Listen to me right now. All you gotta do is do research. If y'all think this is just some mysterious, you mistaken. You have mistaken. When I say the button is being pushed, they are pushing them for this to go on in all these different, in these different cities. I'm gonna get up off here because many of y'all should know. If y'all watch this whole video through, Say speak your truth in the comments. I'm out.
So scientists just proved that smiling is a universal language after they see grass cells smiling under the microscope when it rains. And not only under the microscope, people have also seen their plants from their gardens smiling. I don't know about y'all, but I need my food to have a smile on it too. And the craziest thing is, I'm not even surprised. This is what the creator, God, left the blueprint, putting a signature on it. Designed the code for happiness to be a smile. You even see our pets like cats and dogs. If you got them, you know that they smile when they happy. For the people who skeptical, why does this look like a smiley face? It could have been any other geometrical shape, but it's a smiley face. Because obviously the plant is happy that it's getting water. There are literally dozens of Bible verses that tell you to be happy. A tearful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up bone. Remember, God didn't give us a spirit to be sad and depressed. He told us to be happy. Even the plants know.
Hey, y'all. So the Starlink satellite was spotted out in Alabama the other night, y'all. And I know they tell us it's a satellite and all that, right? But have you ever sat down and analyzed it? I mean, let's look at this, y'all. Check this out. Why does this look like it's moving on a track system? Y'all see that? This thing looks like it's moving on some type of track system and that it's blending with the sky. Y'all, I don't know if y'all see that. Like, it's not like it's in the sky, like it's in the skies, right? And is it me, but does it seem a lot closer down to earth now, y'all? Right? Wasn't this thing higher up in the sky? And isn't even the clouds are closer down to earth now, y'all? Is everything coming down, or are we rising up? Like Chicken Little says, the sky is falling. Is the sky really falling? Because y'all, look at this. This thing was recorded on a live after Alabama experienced some crazy type of thunderstorms, y'all. So that's what I'm saying, like, cause just look at the movement of it, y'all. So just like we have like a train right here in the physical, right? This would be like the same thing. Cause why the lights layered like that? Y'all see that? They're not even moving individually of each other. They are literally on a straight line. It's literally like a conveyor belt, y'all. This ain't what is this? But yes, y'all, this is very interesting, man. I've never seen it that close. It's coming closer, y'all. The shift is here, man. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Y'all see this shit?
Is that a face? That look like a face, y'all. Look at that. Wow.
The petrified Giant's log cabin, founded in 1905 in Oregon, and meeting its demise in 1964 by fire. One thing for sure that didn't burn were the walls. As with all the other structures belonging to the World's Fairs, this building was already there, hidden for centuries. A quiet display at the 1905 exposition shows the condition in which the cabin was founded. After cutting back the immense overgrowth to the log cabin, the task of rebuilding this giant's petrified log cabin was immense. It even had a door for the elves.
Question everything.
We don't need to teach history. If I see stuff happen on the day that later that day is reported wrong. So how wrong is something reported 1,000 years ago? I don't 100% believe in anything, any concept of the future or any concept of history, because history was just written by the victors.
Yeah, well, you try not to make the mistakes of the past. That's the usefulness of history, the limited usefulness of history.
The biggest mistake from the past that we keep making is looking at the past. We are here. We are one species. We are one race. We're here. And you are a human being with engineering challenges. And I consider challenges to be opportunities in front of you. Literally, like, let me see a piece of paper. I need to write that down. That's the beginning of our new species constitution.
I mean, people could say what they want about Kanye West, that he's just purely crazy or whatever, but really, we have to agree that that was knowledge. I really do agree. Matches with what I said a bit earlier, right? that if we have a hard time knowing what happened today or yesterday or 10 years ago, it's funny that we would speak of such certainty about times that are so far away from us. Anyways, let's keep going.
We can dictate the chemistry that our bodies release and reverse disease. We are taught and led to believe that our emotions are dictated purely by external factors. Rarely are we expected to create an emotion because we choose to have that emotion. But it is the emotion in the heart that sends a signal to the brain that determines what kind of chemistry that brain releases in our bodies. Positive and uplifting emotions send healing, rejuvenating, revitalizing chemistry. When we are in fear or we feel vigilant, then we are sending a signal that it's a very jagged signal. If you want to understand the power of this new science called epigenetics, watch the full video on our YouTube channel.
If you don't commit to it, it's not gonna come into fruition. It's not just gonna happen overnight. It's not just gonna fall in your fucking lap. You gotta commit.
You just do the work and you get there. The human mind, the human body, the human psyche is so pliable. You can literally become anyone and anything. Multiply that over time and experience, and don't quit even when it sucks. But I share this because the doubt of 1,000 people on me is less dangerous than if I had self-doubt. The most important conversation you could ever have is that conversation that takes place between your ears, right? With yourself.
Amen. This man's walking around and he sees a part of a liquefied, now solidified, melted metal action from this car. Many people are already going to be thinking that would be a pretty hot fire, which it would be. So there must be a forest right nearby that's burnt. Oh, not really. Now, in this book, Where Did the Towers Go? There was a parking lot, and it was, they called the toasted car park, because almost every single car in this parking lot got toasted. And it was near the towers, makes you wonder. But the strange thing is that you'd have images like this, where the outside of the car is toasted, the paint is melted off, but inside plastic and vinyl still is intact. Same thing with this, toasted exterior, but unburnt upholstery, unburnt seatbelt, plastic molding. And it's all about the strangeness of what happened to some of these cars on 9/11. Makes you wonder. Many people attribute the survival of a single house in an area otherwise decimated by these fires to luck or good fortune. But this woman made a video, and it makes me wonder if there's something else that could be at play. But probably not.
So I talked to the owner of this house right here in Pasadena. I talked to the owner. The owner does not have a smart meter on this house, on the front part of his house. There's no smart meter, no smart meter. So the house did not burn. The back house is the part of the house that had the smart meter, and everything in the back of his house is burnt.
So let's start investigating. If you're in California, go to a surviving house and ask the owner some questions and get back to me, and we'll make a whole series about it.
So it's been raining in South Korea nonstop for the past 5 days. And again, y'all, this thing came in like a thief in the night. They've been getting hit nonstop with this typhoon that has been... Something's going on over here in Florida as well, too, because we've been having rolling thunder. Y'all, when I tell you the sky, bro, what the hell, bro? When I tell you the sky is cracking over here in Florida, bro, like, what is...
Can you imagine you're swimming in the streets? Like, how does that even make sense? My Lord. It's crazy how from one day to the next, huh? Everything could change and the conditions change completely. It's a crazy world we live in.
What's happening? I guess this is what they mean by release the Kraken, because since 5:30 this rising, the thunder has been rolling nonstop, y'all. So as we're looking over here, this guy got stuck in a manhole. I don't know how this happened, but this guy's trying to get him out. He's been battling this water for about 20 minutes now, y'all. Someone else had to come help him remove this guy from this manhole. How does this happen? This crazy. And I truly believe it's because the water is coming from under the ground, y'all. This water is different. Something is different about this water. It keeps coming too often. So y'all, this literally proves we're entering a new age, because Earth is birthing all this water, y'all. When a woman is about to give birth, the water breaks, man. And the age of Aquarius, it's a air sign, but it's with the water bearer. So the air sign basically means it's happening quickly. And y'all see it's happening everywhere fast. Y'all, something is going on down here, man, because the sirens are going crazy where I'm at. I hear sirens near and far. But yeah, y'all, there seems to be a lot of movement in the East Asia area.
Wow.
Something is happening with the water. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Did you see what just happened in Japan?
No, what happened?
They finally made technology and devices that you can replay your dreams.
They have that now?
Yes.
Oh my
And
God.
it's like a modified MRI type of thing.
Yeah.
And then like there's another machine where all these wires connected to your head, and those wires, with the use of AI, they try to study your brain patterns, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they put 3 people to sleep, right? And they put the machine on them. The AI machine also measures like the brain patterns, and it creates a video and images on the screen.
Shit. On a screen?
Yeah, so when they woke up and they described it, identical. The person saying like, well, this is what happened in the dream, the AI picture video, same shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So right now, they said it's 60% accurate.
Why?
In the early stages. So imagine they perfect that AI Oh no, it might be raps.
You watch your TV, but with this hack, your TV can watch you. Show us how that works.
So one of the things that we were able to do with the Smart TV platform was actually abuse the browser to the extent that we could actually gain access to the camera that's built into the TV.
Right.
And so what we can prove here is that with a little bit of extra code, we can turn the camera on in your browser.
Wow.
And while this is evident to you right here because we've designed it that way, this is something that we can do invisibly and actually have the camera running behind the web page that you're looking at.
So what this means is I could be sitting here watching TV from my bedroom, and you could be anywhere in the world looking at this image of me watching.
Yep, I could be sitting on a laptop in a cafe in Paris, and as long as I have a network connection, I'd be able to get into your TV and access the camera.
The kind of scary things about it is that it doesn't actually give any indication that the camera's on, and there is no little LED that shows up when the camera's on. So it could actually be watching you and you never even know.
The record? I haven't told him anything. Okay, just tell me what you see.
Oh my God, come on.
I have a quick question. Why do we even have microphones and cameras within our televisions? I heard of a story that Walmart bought a certain company that makes TVs. And I heard that the reason that they bought it wasn't even for the creation of the TVs, it was for the information that they gather on their viewers. It's a very interesting thought that actually the TV is gathering way more information than we think. What do you guys think? You guys think that it's common practice that someone could be listening to you, someone could be watching you? Let me know down below.
What the fuck? Holy shit. I just saw something. Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh, I see that. I feel it.
I've been under the influence of mind-altering substances a lot, but I've never seen anything like that.
Whoa. I showed over 100 people, and I kept asking myself, how are all of us seeing the same thing?
Oh my God. It's changing shapes right there.
The laser was revealing numbers and letters running in a pattern.
They're almost like this big here, and it looks like code.
It looked like
that was a thick laser.
That's why I told you. Something, and I just want to take a picture of it and translate it. Wow. You see that? Okay, so yeah, it's not stuck.
No.
It's not because of the light.
No, it's on its own side. Light is just literally revealing it.
And each angle shows you different layers, different ways through it.
I can see through the wall. It's not like a hallucination. It has spatial awareness and permanence.
I don't know. Whoa.
For centuries, mankind has attempted to explore these psychedelic, altered states, but we've never had a repeatable, testable phenomenon to observe until now.
Wow.
It's like you can see through the laser into another dimension.
I mean, like, take yourself to that. Like, I just made a connection.
Y'all, look at Wayne, y'all. This shit is sad, bruh.
What do you guys think? You think it's possible that everyone that took the psychedelics saw the same thing. There's stories about that, about the ayahuasca and about the sapito and all these different mind-altering substances, where they say that the same entities seem to reappear in people's trips. Now, this is interesting because this is a literal experiment. Basically, it's a laser level. And what he's saying is that you'd look at it normally, you'd see nothing. But when everyone is on that substance, they see sort of like a pattern of code, which, like he said, would be repeatable experiment. That's super interesting. Do you guys think it's possible that we have a shared delusion or a shared experience with the mind-altering substances and that we see the same thing? Very interesting. Let me know down below what you guys think, or if you guys ever experienced something similar.
Oh my God, I hate it, fool. Yeah, nah. So after seeing that video, I need y'all to let me know down below in the comments. Am I tripping? Or something off?
Now this is what they do when they repurpose a structure from the old world. They remove all the antennas and the antiquitech and turn it into a school, a prison, or a hospital. You gotta ask yourself, what happened? What went wrong? They turned the Tartarian building into a McDonald's. This is what we're dealing with on a daily basis. Overgrown greenery covering up what's buried below. And they weren't playing no games with this one. They just removed every building within a square mile. You have to understand, the Tartarian buildings stand out like a sore thumb, and sometimes they just have to get rid of it. Like, look how big this building was. Why keep the front entrance and get rid of everything else? This one was in San Francisco, and if you got nothing to hide, why do you keep hiding everything? I mean, look how San Francisco used to look. And for the people that keep saying it was for the World Fair, why keep just one part and get rid of the rest? This was in Germany, and they kept some of the structure, but the rest was a no-no. If these structures was here still today, people would be asking so many questions, it would be impossible to lie to us. So you're trying to tell me the same civilizations built both of these structures? One was building with a horse and wagon, a hammer and a chisel, and the other one had power tools. And this is what you guys are coming up with? I mean, come on, brother. We don't even build bridges the same. Why would you knock down that and replace...
Wow, isn't that beautiful? Is that a real picture? That is so beautiful. You know, every big city in the United States, even Canada, probably other places around the world, most of them all suffered huge fires. They call them Great Fires. There's been in San Francisco, Chicago, Boston, all kinds. But I find it interesting, like he's saying, you know, that with all the capabilities that we have, that we sort of tear down some beautiful achievements to replace it with some square boxes. But also in his pictures, if you see, the ones that they left standing are still standing today, hundreds of years later. So it's not a question that they were falling apart or this or that. It's really the fact that they preferred to get them out. I wonder what the real reason behind that is. Do you guys rather the new construction that we have, the new architecture, or do you guys rather the old world architecture? I want to know. Let me know down below. I'd like to see what you guys think.
Wow. With this, Sweden said hell no. Hell to the knees no. Everything's got to go. So sometimes I have no choice but to wonder, what in tarnations is going on? What happens in the dark must come to the light. What you know about the petrified forest in Arizona? Oh my days. So check it. They're saying what caused the petrified forest is that it grew over 200 million years ago near waterways. During floods, water forced the trees to be pulled up from the ground. Over time, the wood from the trees became petrified. So let's take a closer look. Have you ever seen anything like that in your life? That looks more than petrified. That looks crystallized or turned into some type of marble. So let me ask you a question. If this has been naturally petrified,
Who cooked the wood which has been turned into stone into small pieces? And you know what's funny? Everybody's looking in the front, but nobody's looking in the background at the giant tree stumps. Now I want you to compare these pictures. This is Arizona, and this is a mining site. Arizona, this is a mining site. And again, Arizona, and again, this is a mining site. So basically what I'm trying to say is sometime in the past, somebody cut down these trees with advanced technology which we do not understand and was mining for resources. The question is, who?
Why do you think the media is doing like there's aliens and then it's like there's no aliens? Do you think it's just conditioning?
100%. They want to roll it out because aliens will detach you from God.
Yeah.
And I think aliens are just angels and demons.
I mean, yeah, I think that's the side I side on. Just the supernatural of it all. Because you can go back way back in history and throughout scripture, it's like if you were to see that today, you'd be like, this is an alien invasion.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's like these creatures, 4 wings, 4 heads, and it's like the wheel within the wheel, and it's like wherever the spirit of these beings said was in the wheel.
You know, Aleister Crowley, obviously we're not a fan of that guy, but he talked that there will be an era of the Thoth, which is an old Egyptian god. You will see his return when the sky is burning. The angels and demons will return, and they will be called a different name. There's this belief that the name will be aliens.
Oh,
that
okay.
They're being sold to us as aliens. And
Yeah.
there's a very famous study where the Pentagon stopped studies into aliens because
What do you guys think about aliens? You guys think they're using it as a plan and eventually they're going to roll it out? Or do you guys think we're being visited constantly? What do you guys think? Do you guys think it has to do with angels and demons? What do you guys believe in? Do you guys think that we're really being visited and that we're about to make contact? I'm very curious. Let me know what you guys think down below.
everyone at the Pentagon came to believe it was angels and demons.
The hardware that AI runs on is tiny compared to the hardware that programmed us. This is Baalbek. There's some tech that's in here, and it's now in here, and you've likely never even heard of it before. This is not the tech they used to get them out of the ground, or down a mountain, or how it was so easy for them that they could make extras. No, no, no. What I'm talking about is a software update for consciousness. It's how the Parthenon, significantly smaller and dwarfed by the Temple of Baal at Baalbek, appear to be the same size when I put them side by side, especially if we use the surviving portion of Baalbek. A study was done recently on the effects architecture has on cognitive abilities. Temples use something called neuroarchitecture, which supercharges these abilities. They incorporate a universal law, allowing us to perceive objects in the same form at any scale. It's the golden ratio, or the Fibonacci sequence. You can see this in cathedrals, the latest iteration of these, particularly in the murals on the rotunda ceilings. Great minds of the Renaissance, Da Vinci, Michelangelo, were unlocked using this principle, and the Hermetic teachings were responsible. Particularly the most famous rule, as above, so below, or correspondence. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, and then the brain starts making all these new connections. In the human, the full abilities get unlocked when you unite the left and the right hemispheres of the brain, the masculine, feminine, logical, creative. The Greeks built upon the Egyptian philosophy.
Have you ever heard of that theory, choices on a road?
No.
You know how you feel like you have a choice when you're driving? We're meant to think we have choices. When we're on a road, it goes left or right, and you have a choice. You can make a left turn or a right turn.
Yeah.
But really, biggest choices were made for you already.
What do you
because
mean?
you can only go left or right.
Yeah.
Imagine there was no roads. You can go anywhere you want.
Okay.
So almost everything we're doing, including our phone, is slowly taking away our choices and our freedoms. You only see these options, but really, I could drive on the grass.
Yeah, it's really
I can go
free-for-all.
around shit.
Yeah.
And that's how you should think about the world, because really that's what the world is like.
It's like school and a penitentiary. Right, so
one and the same.
Yeah, it's one and the same. Everything's one and the same.
The same food you get in prison is the same food you get in school.
That's what I'm on. We can't make this shit up. Right? Everything the same, but everybody running around thinking shit is different. But everything is the same. McDonald's, Burger King is McDonald's. We'll tell you why, because they all got beef or human meat, whichever one it is.
Yeah, they actually have studies where they showed human DNA in all these burgers that's fast food.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, I don't know whatever in the food, but if the food don't, I done seen a guy on the internet, and it's kind of crazy. He put it in there, he had like a chicken sandwich, a fish sandwich, all these places, and this shit don't even mold, and it don't do nothing. Like, it just stay looking good. Like, it's just supposed to look good.
There's a lady who has a meal from 20 years ago from McDonald's, It did not biodegrade. The fries are still fries. The burger's still burger.
Yeah.
And she has an old wrapper. That's how you know it's like from 20 years ago. It never biodegraded. She keeps it in her locker.
Crazy. So that's the crazy. Can your body digest it, right? That's what I'm telling you. Like, even with the meat, they say it take, a dude did say 5 years to digest one burger. 5 years to digest one burger. Why it take so long, right? Because it's not fucking food.
Yeah,
right?
not
And
real.
everybody running around not really eating, but thinking they eating, they fat as shit, and they ain't really fat. Their body full of fucking parasites. Overgrown parasites look like big ass rats in their stomach. I was like, a lot of people don't know this shit, right? But you're not fat because we cannot get fat. There's no such thing as fat. Right? There's no such thing as fat. Fat was invented by the parasites. Oh no, you gotta tell fat people to stop fucking eating the fast, and then their body eat itself, and then they come skinny.
So all you gotta do.
Like, a lot of people get their egos get in the way, and the ego is good. A lot of people say you kill your ego. I don't come with that message. I come with control your ego. Elon Musk can control his ego. Right, and then that's why he got a black eye. You know, that's what they got all right.
Don't you think ego can get you in trouble, though?
I mean, no, if you don't know how to use it. Right, listen, everybody tell you to kill your ego, but why? Because your ego is a part of you. If you go around killing a part of you, then you're not whole. The purpose is to be whole and to control everything. So everybody that's running around saying kill your ego, they cap. They lie. They don't understand. They can't control their ego. If people want to kill what they can't control, imagine this, your ego, that's the killer side. Now you're in a position to protect that what you believe in, and you can't protect yourself because your ego is dead. Right? So how you gonna kill? How you gonna protect yourself? How you gonna protect the word? Right? If your ego, now your fear gonna take over you because your ego ain't scared. Right?
I like this point of view. I know that when we're in the awakening period of our lives, we have an aversion to ego and we try to get rid of it, sort of like what he was saying there. But I agree with what he says. You have to integrate the shadow. You don't have to hide it. You don't have to change it. Basically, you have to integrate it and recognize that it's a part of you and then to control it. The funny part is that I like the way he's explaining the ego as well, because I feel like ego is a good thing in a way because it comes from a vestigial need that we have to keep ourselves safe. So in my mind, the ego is like a book. It's a book with many, many, many pages filled with our experiences, with everything we've lived through, with our conclusions, with our worldview, with our beliefs. And I feel like as soon as you get to that awakening point is when you sort of took out one page of the book. But it's hard to do because the cognitive dissonance sort of tells you, well, your ego basically tells you, don't touch the book. The book is fine. Everything is perfect. Just don't do anything. Everything's perfect. But in reality, what really needs to be done is not really to take off a page. It's to really burn the whole thing, reassess the whole thing, and then reintegrate the whole thing. Because we have a lot of things that we've learned when we were 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 20 years old, 25, that we need to reassess, that we need to refigure out. And then that sort of starts a quest for us reorganizing things. So the point that I'm making is just that the ego is not a purely evil thing. It's something that helps us survive and helps us know where we live, know where we are, without having to think about it per se at every moment. So it sort of keeps all those processes on the background, which is the reason why people rely on their ego often as almost as a subconscious thing. It sort of just sparks out. So when he's saying to have control, it's also sort of having control on your emotional outbursts and on your equilibrium, which to me kind of makes sense. I know he's a very abrasive person, but there are some gems here that there are to salvage from what he's saying. You guys agree with what he's saying up to now? Write it down below. Let me know. I appreciate it.
So that would be getting you through shit, your ego. But a lot of people like to mistreat their ego. You have to tell your ego you love them, right? Because your ego is mad. It's just a survival mode. You have to look, I love you. I got to tell you when it's time to fight, right? Because your ego don't know. He want to fight about everything, right? Because he in survival mode. He was trained that way, right? God still let us make man in our image. And that's how the ego got in you.
And that's a wrap for today, familia. So whether you're tuning in with the sunrise or you're posted up at midnight, I appreciate your time, your energy, and your curiosity. Now remember, this isn't about truth or fiction. It's about perspective. If this sparked a thought, a laugh, a deeper question, then we did our job. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Keep the convo alive. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you're riding the wave, because we're just getting started. So until next time, stay grounded, stay weird, stay critical. This is Adam Strain, and this has been Adam Strain Reacts.
What y'all think, but now's the time for us to link up. Really think we on the brink up, making a change from living this strange. Living this strange.